This is why you have a bulky upper body, and I'm going to show you exactly how to get rid of it. Bulkiness in the upper body is a lot more visually apparent because when you first see someone, you see their face and then you see their upper body. You don't go down and look at their toes, right? So yes, it is a concern that a lot of slim girls have because they're like, oh, I've been lifting weights lately. I work out, I exercise, but my upper body just looks super bulky. What do I do? Then all of a sudden, women just stop lifting weights, stop using any sort of resistance, and they just go back to like the yoga. Trust me, I love yoga. Not eating and having these extreme diets so you can lose a lot of fat so your upper body looks slimmer. But the truth is that your upper body looks bulky not because it's fat, not because you are muscular, and it's certainly things that you can absolutely take care of. And the more you take care of it, the more attention you give it to, you actually are able to get rid of it. Now, I argue that this bulky effect comes from these three issued areas, and the reason why I quote issued areas is because I don't want to problematize it. Like literally every woman have these, and it's really just a matter of who takes care of it more than others. But first, we do have to uncover the myth of how lifting weights does not make your upper body all of a sudden look like a man's upper body. Because trust me, I feel you. I am already tall, so the last thing I want to look is have big broad shoulders like a man. I want to make sure that I'm able to train my body, that it still looks feminine, but I look toned. So unless you are literally progressively training your muscles every single day like a bodybuilder and taking like insane creatine and protein powders, your body's not gonna all of a sudden change and become this massive like Dorito. You know how like that Dorito, like it's mentioned as the broad shoulders and small waist, that thing. Like you're not gonna become that, okay? Because women biologically cannot build that big of a mass as much as a man. We are just naturally born with smaller bone structure, smaller muscle mass. And that does not mean that we are any lesser than men. It just means that we just have a smaller structure. Now, it may be the genetics. Some women are just genetically born with broader shoulders by bone. So I'm gonna show you a photo right here. And this is an example of two beautiful women. One woman on the right, she has more broader shoulders because you can tell by her bone just structurally broader than the woman on the left. But the woman on the right doesn't look any less feminine than the other woman. She looks super feminine, doesn't look masculine at all, even though her shoulders are technically broader. This shows you that it's not just the broader shoulders that make you look manly or masculine and not feminine. It's actually these issued areas that I'm going to talk about next. So number one issued area is your armpit fat. And no, your armpit fat is not because you have a lot of fat in your body. It is a part of your area that every woman has. We have our axillary breast tissue that goes all the way, that starts from our chest and goes all the way down to our shoulder and our arms. So naturally it creates that little lumpy area in between your chest and your armpit, which creates that bulgy, bra bulgy effect and makes your upper body look bulkier. Now, these little cuties do not go away just because you are super skinny. No matter how skinny you are, every woman has this if you don't take care of it. The number one cause of these cuties is your lymphatic system is inflamed. And the reason why I say that is because your lymph node is located right underneath your armpit. Any inflammation, any toxins that's in your body, it all gets stored up underneath your armpit fat and it gets swollen the more your lymphatic system is blocked. So the best way to solve this armpit fat issue, not even an issue really, is to take care of your lymphatic system. Incorporate lymphatic routines into your day-to-day life. I literally do it every single morning, every single night. I do it twice a day. I have a bunch of small 5-minute to 10-minute lymphatic routines on my channel that you can search for. But if you really want to go deep into it and you really want to get rid of that inflammation in your body, you are going to love our new The Drain series at the Slim Academy, which is a 3-week week workout routine that is going to bring 5 brand new lymphatic workouts that'll help you to drain all of the inflammation and tension in your entire body. And if you have seen any results or have loved my workouts on my YouTube channel, the Slim Academy is for you. And this new series especially is going to be exactly what you need to get rid of any of that inflammation that is stored up. A lot of women experience weight loss, feeling better moods, better sleep, and your whole body just feeling lighter and slimmer just by taking care of your lymphatic system. It is truly a cheat code. Yeah, there you go. If you guys want to try it out, I will leave a link, 7-day free trial, no like pays or anything like that. Link in description, check it out. Number 2 is having loose arms. The more we age, the more muscles we lose. And the more muscles we lose, our body's gonna look more saggier, our skin tissue, fat tissue, everything is just gonna look very saggy and loose. So it's important that we build up these muscles, especially in our upper body. And the only way to do that is to lift weights for your upper body. It can be any amount of weights. That's going to help than using 0 weights, and also eating enough protein that is actually going to help recover those muscles and retain those muscles. A lot of women, when they want to lose that bulkiness and that arm fat, they immediately start dieting, they start eating less, they start emphasis on calorie burning and doing lots of cardio. That is not ultimately going to help your upper body look slimmer. It's not going to slim your arms or your upper body. Rather, if you start focusing on using some weights in your upper body to really help tone up those muscles, it's actually going to make them appear a lot less bulkier. Myself included, and a lot of women also experience that their upper body somehow looks more puffier after lifting weights, but that is honestly just an instant effect when you first start lifting weights, because when you first tear up those muscles and you're doing the resistance work, your muscles retain a little bit of water in order to help it to recover, which is why your upper body just looks a little bit more bigger at first. However, as that water drains out and your muscle starts to build, it actually is a lot more effective in burning the fat in your upper body without you actually doing any cardio or excessive calorie burning. So being on this extreme diet and only doing cardio, not lifting any weights, for your upper body especially, you're just gonna look super flabby and not slim. So if you wanna look slim and you wanna look toned, you have to lift some sort of weights. If you don't have dumbbells, that's okay. You can literally grab a water bottle or some can of tuna, can of peas. Any amount of weight is better than no weight. So find the weights that feels best for you and start working those arms. And I would not do too many arm isolating exercises. I know like a lot of exercises I see on YouTube, they do a lot of like arm curls or tricep presses and tricep and stuff like that. And those are a lot of arm isolation. I would rather focus more on the functional muscles, such as your shoulders and your back muscles that sustains your spine, your abdominals. Things like that is a lot more functional and overall just slims down your upper body rather than just doing a bunch of arm isolating exercises. Personally, for me, when I did a lot of isolating exercises, my arms looked way bigger than it was. So when I stopped doing too many of those, like I actually only did like 8 reps and 2 sets of arm isolation, such as like your bicep curls, tricep curls, things like that. I do less of those and I just focus more on my chest muscles, my back muscles, my shoulder muscles, things like that are more functional. And overall, my upper body just looks way more toned, way more feminine. Now, number 3 is breast size. This is the aspect that is, again, very genetics, but it doesn't mean that there is no solution for this. The bigger the chest size, it's naturally going to make your upper body look a little bit more bulkier just because there is more volume there. Now, this is more emphasized the smaller and narrower your hips are. This is where your body composition and your whole body balance becomes super important, because the narrower your hips are and the bigger chest size you have, your upper body is without doubt going to look a lot more bulkier than someone who has a more balanced body. Working on those glutes, working on your hip opening exercises, women who have narrower hip as opposed to their shoulders and their upper body, try doing exercises that are hip mobility exercises that really opens up and externally rotates your hips. That's really going to help your narrow hips appear a lot more wider and fuller. I also have a bunch of videos on this on my channel. Definitely check those out. But just by working on your glutes, your hips, and your lower body to really balance out your upper body's volume is going to naturally make your upper body look a lot less bulkier and so much more feminine overall. So that concludes the end of this video. Honestly, the most important takeaway of this video is lymphatic drainage and actually using any sort of weights to your upper body. Those two things are the most important. And if you really were to choose just one takeaway out of this video, it would be lymphatic drainage, because yes, you could be lifting weights, but if you're having a really bad recovery and you're not able to take care of the recovery aspect after you've done resistance training, then your upper body is going to look a lot bulkier because it's still retaining a lot of that water. So lymphatic drainage, ladies. Don't forget to check out the link below for the Drain series that is starting on March 1st at the Slim Academy, and I will see you guys in my next video. Don't forget to give this video a like if you found it helpful, and comment below what your body type is and what you plan on doing to take care of your upper body. I hope you spread some love today, and I will see you guys in my next video.